What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my beautiful co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, boys?
What up?
How's it going?
Woo. Am I right or am I right?
Feeling good today. Hey,
Guys,
the Ravens won yesterday. We're feeling good. We're feeling good over here.
Some of us,
We
Josh,
are.
be sensitive to the non-Ravens fans on this stream.
You mean Browns fans?
And Giants fans, you know, we got some less than happy fans on the stream as well. Yeah, we'll cry a little bit. Me and Snacks are going to throw a pity party after the stream, after you guys are done celebrating. But we have a special guest. I already said his name, but excuse me, I'm so sorry. I was so
that can't be a good omen.
He does it every time, so
It's usually right around there. He's got
time burps.
He's the co-host of Fade the Public, and one of the first channels we followed in this sport. Snacks on Twitter at snacks_BDGE. What is up, my man?
Everything is great outside of bringing up the fact that our football teams are miserable. I'm doing great. I'm very happy to be on here. I know we got delayed a little bit, just a couple scheduling problems, but feels great. And thanks guys for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
You're here, man. That's
a long time coming.
We're here. It is a long time coming, but I'm here. I'm here, ready to go.
And come on, Snacks. Please beat Simon and JL today.
I'm really going to do my best. And honestly, if I don't, I'm just going to be even more miserable than I already am. So,
oh man, oh no.
The stakes are high in this game of Fantasy Fortune. Mental well-being is on the line. Craig in here said, I don't know about the rest of you, but I am ready for some FYFFFFF, Front Yard Fantasy Family Fantasy Fortune fun.
Whoa, that's pretty good, Simon.
Thank you. I didn't even
got the
practice.
roll with that.
That was very good.
Scott Fish in here saying, if we all chant start on time, do you think it would happen? If only you would have done it, then we probably would have started on time. This is on you guys for not chanting it. That's why we were a minute late.
Scott.
And he said, P.S. I missed most of last week. Was there a lot for me to fix? Oh, dear God, don't go watch brackets.
The whole thing.
I think we made people upset with brackets last week. What was our topic?
You made me upset. It was best football catches.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, there was like.
Hey, and as a Giants fan, we had like 3 Giants catches in there in the top 8 that made it through.
So I would assume Tyree, Odell, and Manningham.
Yep.
Yeah, they were all in there.
In that order?
No, it is in that order.
He won, right?
The Odell catch won, I believe.
The Odell catch.
The argument was Tyree needed 2 hands and his head to catch it, whereas Odell only needed 3 fingers.
That is fair. I can understand the complexity of Odell's catch with like 2 fingers after getting held is pretty special. But I would say the meaning of Tyree's was just a little bit.
You're right.
That kept coming into the conversation. It's like, oh well, this catch was in a Super Bowl game.
Yeah, like are we talking pure skill or like in the moment?
Right.
Which so I understand.
For brackets, we purposely leave it a little bit vague. That way you can take it whichever way you want and be a hypocrite in later rounds if you would like to. So in the first round, you can say it depends on the catch. It was more physical. And then in the next round, you could 100% say this is because of the magnitude of the game. And Josh is shaking his head. Just pissed.
We did that a lot.
Dan in here saying everything. You need to fix all of it. Yeah. Thank you for the constructive feedback, Dan. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Jay saying, Josh.
Actually, Scott was there for that. Now I'm remembering it because he was in the chat. Like
he wasn't there for that one. Yeah.
Jay Wall saying the homies, what's good? Welcome in, Jay Wall and Marty. Glad to see you here. Jay in here. #fire Gettleman. He's speaking your language, Snacks. I know it.
Yep. I wrote our owner John Mara a letter last night.
Actually?
Yeah. Oh, I write him all the time. Yeah.
Handwritten.
Handwritten. It's the only. No, I don't. I everything's by hand. Then I prick my finger and I put a little blood at the end.
Put a little air
to make sure he knows I'm serious.
Yeah, that's for you.
Yep.
Just make so he knows I'm serious. The blood of one New Yorker with every letter. What? The price you gotta pay.
Okay, guys, today we are going to be playing some Fantasy Fortune. Before we get into that, though, 2 things. Number 1, if you're watching this video, that means you're already on our YouTube or Twitch channels. If you have not done so already, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. It means a ton to us. It's the easiest way to show your appreciation for this show and to make sure you never miss another episode of this beautiful show. Again, you wouldn't have seen Snacks on here if you didn't have alerts on. You might have missed it. You can't let that happen. So make sure you guys are subscribed.
It's pure tragedy.
And 2, Josh, I believe you have some news for us today that we need to go through. Some of it I'm going to be sad about. So Let's go ahead and jump into that.
There's quite a bit of Browns related news here, I would say. But don't worry about it, Simon. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get through this together. Well, let's just get into it, right? Dak Prescott, he did injure his calf at the end of the game in week 6, but is not considered serious. All right. It's not considered serious. I believe the Cowboys have a bye next week, so he's going to have an extra week to rest. So we will keep an eye on this for you guys, though. Baker Mayfield hurt his shoulder, said he would absolutely play in week 7. Yeah, that's his quote. Absolutely. He's going to play.
You can say what you want about him. And as a Browns fan, I have my qualms about Baker's play, but that dude is tough. Like he is so tough when it comes to playing football. Like he has not been playing great, but I have a hard time not cheering for him.
And I guess I didn't put this in here or it disappeared, but Odell Beckham also hurt his shoulder this game, but he came back into the game. I do not think it's going to be too serious, but again, we'll keep our eye on it.
Should be good.
More serious, Kareem Hunt. He's expected to miss several weeks due to a calf injury. This is horrible news for Browns fans. Horrible news for Kareem Hunt owners. Maybe you could take it as good news for Nick Chubb if you're a Nick Chubb owner, Nick Chubb manager in fantasy.
Except there's reports that he'll likely be out at least this Thursday. So this Thursday you can be without Chubb or Hunt for this Thursday night game.
Felton.
So they're
No, don't start any of the Browns O-line is falling apart too. They've got 2 of the offensive linemen out. This team is built to be a power running team. They're losing the running backs and the offensive line, which is what you need for that identity.
Those are the core ingredients.
Those are the core ingredients. I'm not starting Felton or Johnson like pretty much anyone.
A lot of people are in a pinch, though. A lot of people are in a pinch, and they might need to, especially if buys coming up. This is a big bye week coming up.
You're
so
right.
will buy a lot of valuable fantasy players.
I think Bills, Cowboys, Chargers. Most of your fantasy rosters have a lot of those guys. So,
Oh yeah. Guys, this kind of sucks too. Antonia Gibson, he left the game late this week. He had an MRI on his shin. Apparently, he aggravated that injury a little bit. We already talked about how concerning this was for us coming into it. He has a stress fracture in his shin. This could be a problem all season. I am highly concerned for Antonio Gibson. Calvin Ridley. Some good news, guys. Calvin Ridley set to play week 7. He didn't play 2 weeks ago. He was on bye this past week due to a personal injury. He didn't play, but a personal issue. So we kind of expected this more or less. Alex Collins, he hurt his hip/glute, left the game late last Sunday night, but Pete Carroll said he has a chance of playing week 7. Pete Carroll's usually pretty optimistic, so I really don't know what this means. But however, Rashad Penny will be activated from the IR this week. So maybe he's a good pickup for you guys.
Jail, have you given up yet?
Don't do this to me. Not again.
Back in the Rashad Penny trap.
I'm not ready to be hurt again.
Every time I hear Rashad Penny news, I immediately think JL's like, oh, this is the time. My dynasty
I put out a
rosters
tweet like last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago. It's just like, can someone please tell me it's okay to drop Rashad Penny in dynasty? I just need to hear it. And so many people came in and was like, yes.
I did it today. I did it yesterday.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think it's time to add him back just in case. Just in case. I'm not
week 3. I think I kept him. I don't think I listened to him. All it took was one comment to say, no, baby, let's go. We're Rashad Penny train. And I was like, all right, I'm back in.
But no one really knows what this rotation is going to look like. Let's say Alex Collins does miss next week. There's still DJ Dallas. There's still Travis Homer. Rashad Penny still could be nothing. So don't get your hopes up.
Yep.
The Seahawks also have apparently reached out to Cam Newton. Nothing's official yet, but we'll see. It kind of makes sense. He's kind of Russell Wilson-esque in some ways.
You picking him up in redraft leagues?
Bigger, worse leagues? Russell Wilson?
No, I'm not. Not picking him up.
All right, he's probably a better option than Geno. So, I mean,
yeah.
For fantasy, probably.
Man, I felt so bad for Geno last night. At the end of that game, he just laying on the ground.
Oh, yeah. You have to feel for him in that. TJ Watt's unbelievable. And that was a great play coming from behind. And, every quarterback's going to fumble like that. But, oof. They came back. It was
Tyrod Taylor could be activated from the IR this week. Again, we don't know if he's going to be the starter. We'll keep an eye on this, but Davis Mills has played fine.
Yeah,
as fine as could be.
I mean that whole team's a mess.
It's a terrible situation.
Broncos say that Jerry Jeudy's ankle. Jerry Jeudy chances of playing in week 7 are less than 50% due to his ankle injury. But it looks like he's probably going to get activated off the IR. I don't expect him next week, but this is a good sign for the rest of the season, I would say.
Yeah.
And then finally, last but not least, Michael Thomas is eligible to return this week. However, and Report is reporting that Michael Thomas is still a couple weeks away from returning. So this is a little bit disappointing. The Saints need someone to throw.
I've been waiting to activate him, and now I got to wait a few more weeks.
It looks like you might. Yikes. We want to see Michael Thomas.
To everyone holding Michael Thomas on their bench, good luck the next couple weeks. You guys mentioned this was a bad week for buys. Oh my God. I looked it up. Bills, Cowboys, Chargers, Jaguars, Vikings, and Steelers are
Do you think about all the wide receivers in there? There's 2 wide receivers on like each of those teams that people are
literally
every week.
Yeah.
This is going to be brutal.
Wow.
It's going to be
Williams, Allen, Lamb, Cooper, Jefferson. Oh my goodness. Oh,
it's going to be a fun wide receiver week. You can start anyone this week. All rules are off.
I thought this past week was bad with like the injury reports and everybody in their mothers being questionable. Now it's like, okay, now everybody's on bye. Oh yeah. What a beautiful sport this is, huh?
I know. Right?
I love it. I love fantasy. Let's go.
What a beautiful game.
Josh, is that it for news for us today?
That is everything.
I say that like it wasn't a lot. There was a lot to go over today, a lot of injuries, a lot of updates, but that is it. And guys, we are going to play some Fantasy Fortune now. Before we do that, though, Scott Fish coming in, giving us an update. He said the catch bracket made me take a week hiatus from the show. Too tough to look at you all in the eyes after that. So,
Scott,
so that was.
I think I was for the people on that one. You know, I was kind of to control these guys, but you just can't sometimes.
Actually, speaking of Scott, how did I do this week?
I think I lost in a close game.
You got beat by Z2, Josh. He called you out in a tweet.
How did I miss that tweet?
You got publicly called out and shamed for losing to Z2.
Oh,
so Z2, if you're watching, nice win this week. I also lost this week.
And nice flex.
And nice flex. Snacks goes,
I'm glad. I don't know why I looked.
I'm still 4-2 though. I'm still 4-2. I'll take it.
Oh, I'm gonna lose.
Guys, we looks like we all lost in Scott Fishbowl this week, so Fantasy Fortune will go better for at least one of us. The other two are just going to continue being losers. But before we get into playing Fantasy Fortune, Josh, do you want to explain the rules for us?
Absolutely. Look, guys, we're playing Fantasy Fortune. It's a lot like the popular television game show Wheel of Fortune. Today, we're playing Fantasy Fortune. Like I said, we're getting rid of the wheel in Wheel of Fortune. And instead, we're asking the contestants fantasy or football-related questions. They will be simple questions, 50-50, this guy more fantasy points or this guy. You will be expected to answer the questions quickly, all right, guys? If you get the question right, you get to guess a letter for the puzzle. You'll be rewarded for each constant you get right, $500. Vowels will cost $100 each. If you guess anything wrong, we move on to the next contestant. If it's your turn and you think you can solve the puzzle, go ahead and guess it. Read exactly what's up there because last time we were playing, it wasn't read exactly right, and I'm sorry. Well, the last name was just wrong.
Robert Jones?
Yeah, Robert Jones.
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones. Instead of Woods.
That was what, and it was to win the game too. It was to win the game.
Poor Justin.
Gosh,
oh man. But and
I was like,
Robert Jones. But anyway, we do have our new rule. If in a row you answer three of the questions correctly and you guess the correct letter for the puzzle, you'll automatically bank the money you've earned for that round, and you'll be able to guess what the puzzle is. If you can't solve the puzzle, we move on to the next person. But again, you get to bank that money, which is so crucial. Whoever collects the most money over the course of the game will be our champion today. And I'll fax you that Bitcoin. Just give me your fax number. I'll fax you the actual money you've won. So let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it. And Craig saying you are all winners to me. And Marty in here with a good reminder for the contestants. Yes, Craig, you ready to get all of these this week? Craig is a wizard at solving these puzzles. So Snacks, JL, myself, we need to make sure all of us are out of the comments and in the private chat because our viewers are way better at these puzzles than we are. They're definitely going to get them before us. So just make sure you are over here in the private chat so that they can play along.
I never cheat, but Simon cheats all the time.
Oh yeah, Simon's a big old cheater.
I mean, in a sense, you're not cheating, you're not trying, but
that's what
we got to get you and Tim. We got to get you and Tim on a show together. He said the same thing.
No, I said that, and I felt bad about saying it. I was like, I'm not actually cheating, guys. I'm not.
Josh is 100% cheating in these games.
I got my pen ready. I'm going to be solving these out. We're good to go.
Honestly, my roommate Kevin, he says that all the time. So it's like stuck in my head, you know. But hey,
that's why Barry Bonds is one of my favorite players ever.
Yeah, definitely.
Home run hero, Barry Bonds.
Hey, man, Mark McGuire. Anyway, you guys ready to get started?
Let's rip.
All right, I'm excited. We're starting today with Simon. Simon is going to take the first question, and let's go ahead and load up our first puzzle, shall we? You know what I like to start out with. I like to start out with an NFL player. This is a player in the NFL. He plays the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, or tight end position.
He's going to tell us that.
Why
is he telling us the
position? I'm not giving you a position he's playing. I'm not telling you that much, but let's go ahead and get started. Simon, are you ready for your first question?
Yeah, I need a question. I was trying to solve, but I couldn't get it.
Over the course of the season, in a PPR league, all these questions are going to be PPR related. Derrick Henry, he plays tonight, right? He's played one less game than most running backs. Is he the top scoring running back so far this season? Yes or no?
Yes.
He is. He is the top scoring running back still, even though pretty much everyone after him has played an extra game. He's still the top scoring fantasy running back in a PPR league. Good job, Simon. What letter would you like?
Give me an S.
You're going to take an S. Oh, I meant running back, not player, by the way. I'm sorry. So
I assumed what you meant.
He's a freak of nature.
I said PPR, so you're taking an S?
Yeah.
There's no S, Simon.
Are you kidding me?
In this player's name, I'm sorry. We are moving on to snacks. Snacks. How you feeling today?
Awful.
Oh, that's great to hear. I'm so happy to hear that.
No, I'm doing great. Feeling great.
I have a name. I don't know, but there's an S in there.
Well, snacks. In a PPR league, who has more fantasy points over the course of this season? Who has more fantasy points in a PPR league over the course of this season? Is it Davante Adams or is it Cooper Kupp?
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp's the number one scoring fantasy wide receiver so far this season. Great job, Snacks. What letter would you like?
Well done.
All right. I'm going to go with an R.
You're going to go with an R. There's one. Great job. Great job, Snacks. That is going to earn you $500 into your account this round. You can buy a vowel, or you can move on to the next question, or you can solve if you think you know it.
I ain't that smart. I also have a rule against no buying vowels until desperation times calling. So I'll move on.
Okay.
Love it.
You're going to move on. All right, Snacks. This week, we're just talking about week 6 in a PPR league. All questions PPR related. Who had more fantasy points this week? Was it Darrell Henderson or was it Leonard Fournette?
Oh, wow. PPR, right?
Yep.
Oh, man. Because it's PPR, I know it's tight. They're definitely close. I'm going to go Henderson.
I am sorry. Leonard Fournette was the number one scoring running back this week. Leonard Fournette scored 30.7 fantasy PPR points. I asked you this one, Snacks, because Simon asked me this question yesterday, and I knew he would have known the answer because he randomly brought this up yesterday.
I answered it correctly,
and I asked because I was shocked.
Maybe being at the Giants-Rams game kind of skewed my answer because I had Fournette, and then the last second I changed it. Oh, I'm such a dope. All right.
No, I understand where you're coming from, though. Darrell Henderson had a great week himself, scoring 24.7 points. So it's they both had great weeks. But Leonard Fournette was the number one scoring running back.
You know what? Yeah, he caught more passes than I originally remembered on Thursday. Yeah,
he actually caught 6 passes.
Yeah, yep. Okay. Yep, makes sense.
Passes for 46 yards. But it's okay, Snacks. We're moving on to JL. JL, you ready for your question?
I'm ready.
All right, JL. Who had more fantasy points this week in week 6 in a PPR league? Was it Cooper Kupp or was it Jalen Waddle?
Kupp.
It was Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp was the number 2 wide receiver in a PPR league with 34 points this week. Great job, JL. What letter would you like?
I'll take an N.
An N as in Nancy, right?
Yep.
There are two
Dang.
N's, JL. There are two N's. That's going to put $1,000 into your round money. Would you like to buy a vowel, JL? I know you like buying those vowels.
No, I'm not going to buy a vowel. I'll take another question.
You're going to take another question. All right. JL, over the course of the season so far, who has more fantasy points in a PPR league? Is it Darren Waller or is it Noah Fant?
What was the stat?
More fantasy points in a PPR league. Darren Waller or Noah Fant?
On the season.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to go with Waller.
Darren Waller is absolutely the correct answer. He is the number 4 scoring tight end so far, while Noah Fant's number 6. JL, what letter would you like?
I'm going to go with I'll take a D.
He's taking a D. And there is one D, JL. There's one D. You got $1,500 built up. Would you like to buy a vowel?
I'll buy a vowel.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy an A.
He's going to buy an A. There are 2 A's. It's going to lose you $200, but hey, it's developing the board a little bit.
Oh, I would like to solve.
Go ahead and solve.
Devonta Freeman.
The answer is Devonta Freeman. Devonta Freeman.
Yes.
Good job, JL. He is going to actually bank that $1,300 that he collected over the course of the round. And great job. I'm not sure if anyone, I think someone solved it, but I could be wrong. Craig came in here. Oh, Scott Fish actually said first Devonta Freeman. And then Albert said Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
Craig said Patrick Mahomes fits too, but Freeman makes sense with Joshy. Oh,
getting
Craig
profiled
just
here,
knows
Jeff.
what's up. I am getting profiled a little bit. Z2 also coming in saying, L, this is for Josh. We were just talking about you, Z2. I know that I lost you in the Scott Fish Bowl. Whatever, bro. All right. Yeah, whatever. You're the man. I was actually recently just told that you shouted me out on Twitter. Thank you for that, by the way. I gotta check that out after the show.
Says thank you for that.
You know me, Jordan. You know me. But guys,
they said Denard Robinson, and honestly, my brain went there first. Jay, I'm not gonna lie.
But guys, I wanted to bring Devonta Freeman up because for me, I watched this whole game. I'm a Ravens fan, and I think that Devonta Freeman looked like the best running back the Ravens had out there. I'm not necessarily excited for any of these options, Le'Veon Bell, Latavius Murray, Devonta Freeman. But again, Devonta Freeman looked the best. They all scored touchdowns. Devonta Freeman got as many carries as Latavius Murray. Do you think Devonta Freeman has a chance of being the most valuable Ravens running back going forward? Do you think there's a chance of this? Snacks, do you have an opinion here?
Yeah, no, I absolutely think so because in just watching that game, he easily looked the best. He looked like he had the most burst out of all of them, and I mean, just get him in space, and that's it. Murray, whatever. I'm not his biggest fan, and seeing what Devontae did with the Giants last year or 2, whenever it was, he played like 3 games, and he was very productive. So maybe not a full workhorse type, but he's got some pop to him. Still,
I'm with you.
Yep. Is Josh Freeze?
I think so. While we're waiting for Josh, can I ask a quick trivia question, completely unrelated to this? While we're waiting for Josh to come back, who has more career
It wouldn't bother me.
There's Josh. Josh, now you can answer too. Who has more career rushing touchdowns? Is it Eric Ebron or Najee Harris?
Ew. Well, Eric Ebron got a rushing touchdown this week, didn't he?
He did.
He did. He got one. He got one rushing touchdown this week. So who has more in their
probably
career?
Eric Ebron then.
Yeah, it is. He has 3 rushing touchdowns to Najee Harris's 2. It just sounds so really silly to say he has more rushing touchdowns.
6 games. What was it, 5, 6 games, and what week is it?
Week 6.
Yeah. So 6 games for Najee Harris.
Yeah,
I'm thinking one day he'll get there though.
One day he will. Sure. If he works hard enough, he will absolutely get there.
Yeah, as long as he works hard enough.
We got a trade question in here. Would you trade Damian Harris for J.D. McKissick? Gibson just got hurt.
Yikes.
We have an update on Damian Harris is expected to. He's healthy, right? He's good to go. There was no additional injuries. He's good rest of season from what we hear.
He came out of the game, but came back into the game this past week. So Damian Harris should be good to go. And I feel like we got to know if it's a PPR league because McKissick's really going to thrive in a PPR league, regardless of if Gibson's hurt or not. Even so, it's a tough trade to make. I'm more of a Damian Harris fan than most people probably. But Damian Harris is getting the carries. He's getting the majority of the carries for the Patriots. I still lean Damian Harris here, but if Gibson's out for the rest of the year, it could very easily be J.D. McKissick. But I don't think
he said PPR league.
Am I crazy to rather have McKissick?
No, I don't think you're crazy.
No, you're not crazy at all.
I think did he not? Did I see? Like I said, I was at the game, so I didn't get to really watch much of the Washington KC game. But did I say he got like 14 fourth quarter touches or something, or was that total?
That makes a lot of sense because Antonio Gibson came out in the fourth quarter.
Okay, so okay. Maybe it wasn't to me. I don't know, but I was like, whoa, wait a minute, wow, okay.
That's a lot.
PPR. I think I would lean toward McKissick actually. Yeah.
Gibson had 16 touches all game. He had 8 catches and 8 carries. And if they're going to give him carries like they did last week, if Gibson's out, then he's the answer probably.
Yeah.
Damian Harris is what? He's running back 40. Or no, I guess 29 on the season.
Mm-hmm.
He just hasn't been super impressive. Yesterday he did pretty well, but apart from that, he hasn't been very impressive.
Over 100 yards.
Yeah, I think there's more of a a ceiling with McKissick too. So it's probably, especially like again in PPR, that's probably where I'd go.
Yeah.
It's just my hesitancy with Antonio Gibson. Yeah, it's just
it's understandable. Yeah, because in New England, you know exactly who the guy is. So.
We like to think we do.
As much as you can.
They fooled us before.
That's very true. Good point.
All right. Well, JL's got a nice little lead here. We got another question here. Let's throw it up there. I'm trying to trade Khalil Herbert. Do you think it's bad if I go for Miles Sanders? If not, who can I trade for? If I pair him for, I got Ridley, Ruggs, and Patrick, Damian Williams, Fant, Waddle. Oh, I get it. Pair someone with him to get like kind of upgrade.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying.
I think Khalil Herbert is probably a sell at this point. Once Damian Williams comes back, we don't really know how they're going to look like on the field at the same time going forward. I think Khalil Herbert got a little bit of the edge there. And then David Montgomery is going to be back in a few weeks.
And Tariq Cohen. I'm not super excited about Tariq Cohen coming back, but he is supposed to come back and had a pass catching role in this offense. We'll see if he takes some of that work over as well. But I think you're right, Josh. This is the time to sell Khalil Herbert. I just don't know what you're going to be able to get in return.
Yeah, I don't love Miles Sanders. I guess I'd rather have Miles Sanders than Khalil Herbert, but
I'll trade Khalil Herbert for Miles Sanders.
Yeah, I would too, because Sanders will have, outside of the first half the other night, he's going to have the opportunity for the rest of the year. And Herbert, with Montgomery coming back and with Williams back next week, you don't really know for the rest of the season. So I would make that deal.
What about Javonte Williams? Would you try to trade Khalil Herbert away for Javonte Williams?
Yes.
I think that's the name that came to mind immediately. He's been splitting work. I expect his workload to increase. This might be a time to go try to acquire him.
I love that trade.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you need to win right now, Jake. I got to mention that. Khalil Herbert's going to be, I think, pretty solid the next couple of weeks. I'll probably have him ranked over Miles Sanders, but Miles Sanders is projected to be better the rest of the season in my mind.
And J-Bo to GOAT with another question said, I need to replace Gibson. Should I target Darrell Williams or McKissick on waivers this week? So how are you prioritizing those two players? Would you rather have Darrell Williams or J.D. McKissick as the Gibson owner to plug in? Manager.
Did Darrell Williams probably for me?
Yeah, I'd lean Darrell myself. I guess as a Gibson owner, maybe you go for McKissick, but between the two of them, I'm taking the better one. I think that's Darrell Williams. So,
yep, I'm going Darrell Williams as well. But put in an offer for both. Like try to grab both of them. There's no reason. Running backs are
two's always better than one.
They're not easy to come by right now. Come back and ask us this question again. Which one should I start on Thursday? And then maybe we'll have a better answer. But I think you should be trying to
maybe go see if you can get Jared Patterson too.
Yes.
That's
Jared
a good
Patterson's
point.
probably going to be uber involved if the Antonio Gibson can't play.
Because they're not going to all shift it all to McKissick.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, let's move on. I'll get to this next puzzle here.
Let's end the game right here.
No, JL, that's why I want to move on. I don't want you to keep your lead here.
I'm going to get out of the comments.
Get out of the comments.
Oh, yep.
JL did solve that last puzzle. He has $1,300 in his bank, so we will start with Simon. In this next round. What did I do? Did I do something?
No, nothing. Snacks. I misspelled here, and then Snacks just slammed on his keyboard to let us know he was out.
Wait. One more question here in the chat. Jay said, "Is it true if you don't use it, you lose it?"
Great question.
Asking for a
Really
friend.
great question. Snacks, what do you think?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree with Snacks here.
Yeah, me too. I'm with Snacks on this one.
Yeah, same. I concur.
Nothing to add.
Guys, we have a week 6 highlight. Do you like the pattern I kind of made here? It looks kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, it's sweet,
No,
Josh. It's
maybe?
very beautiful. It's art. This is Josh art.
I'm having trouble thinking of them as words because it looks like a design.
It looks like a Tetris board.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you guys a
butterfly.
hint right here just to keep the game moving along. The first 2 words are a name.
I figured.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you.
There you go. The first 2 words are a name, first and last name. All right, let's move
Matt's
on, Simon.
Matt.
Are you ready for your first question?
Yes.
You sure? All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna just take that as a yes. According to the FanDuel Sportsbook, we've got a really cool game tonight between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. True or false? The over/under for tonight's game is 53.5 points.
False.
That is true, Simon. I'm
False.
sorry. That is a true statement. We're moving on to Snacks.
At least we know Simon's not a degenerate gambler and knew the line right away.
Or I'm just a degenerate gambler with a horrible memory.
Very bad.
That could be
This is
the
very
case.
not
Most
good.
degenerate gamblers are like that.
Degenerate gambler. A truly degenerate gambler. All right, Snacks, you ready for your question?
Ready, baby.
Oh, I'm so
All right.
disappointed.
Who had more receptions this week in week 6? Who had more receptions? Was it Justin Jefferson or was it Adam Thielen?
I'm going to go Thielen. I think he had 11.
Thielen had 11 catches, and he had the most catches this week out of all players. Great job, Snacks. What letter would you like?
Love it. Oh, shoot. You can't have back-to-back puzzles without an S in it, so I'm going to go with an S.
You're underestimating me, but there are S's in this puzzle.
It seems like he perfectly estimated you, Josh.
That's
I think I know
give
it.
you $1,500, and you can buy a vowel if you would like.
I know, I really
Are
should.
is each side of these the same words?
Don't worry about it, JL.
We're going to find out very soon. All right, I really should. All right, you know what? Get rid of your pride and do what you think is right.
Yeah,
you want to win.
do it.
Okay, I'm going to buy a vowel. Do it.
Do it. I like it. I like it.
Buy a vowel.
I like
Throws
it,
his
Snacks.
rules out the window and
Yeah,
round
everyone's out the window. I got no dignity, no pride. I like to believe in myself as a man of principle, but that's out the window. So, all right. We are going to buy the I or the A, the I or the A. We're going to buy an A.
He's buying an A.
I know it. That confirms it. This better not get back to me or you guys are in trouble.
Yeah, I really I have no idea.
Oh,
Is this
yeah.
bad?
No.
No.
All right.
just
I
a
don't know
little
what it is
context.
either.
You know, this is just a statement about something that happened this week, pretty much, more or less, right? Snacks.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
that-
I didn't get
thought-
to see. I didn't get to see much yesterday. I just kind of read box scores.
No, I
so-
gotcha. That I thought was worth mentioning. Let's just put it that way.
Nope.
You know?
Appreciate it.
Wait, I might got it.
So,
I might
so
got
Snacks,
it.
you can buy another vowel,
No.
by the way, or we can move on to another question.
Now we're gonna move on to another question.
We're gonna move on to another question.
Bring my principles back.
Bring my principles back.
And they're back.
Wait. Sorry, my iPad is going a little crazy on me right now.
Oh, that's okay. It gives me a second to really.
Puzzle.
All right, Snacks, you ready?
Yep.
All right. In a PPR league this week, who had more fantasy points? Who had more fantasy points in a PPR league this week? Was it Travis Kelce or was it Tyreek Hill?
Cross position, getting dirty.
Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, both in a PPR league, though. So, you know, that should give you a little bit more.
I think this is the one game I don't know anything that happened, but I do have Kelce on one league that I looked at this morning, and he did pretty well. Here, Jerk. All right.
I know. I try my best. You know.
It's all right. No, it's all right. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go Travis Kelce.
I am sorry. Tyreek Hill was the answer. He had 25.5 points. Travis Kelce had 17.9. Tyreek Hill was the 6th overall scoring wide receiver, while Travis Kelce was the 3rd highest scoring tight end. They both had great weeks. So it's a tough one, Snacks.
Unfortunately, I love the emotion.
You know what? It shouldn't have been a tough one. I'm just a dope. It's always Tyreek Hill.
You were at the Giants game. You were at the Giants game yesterday. No, you can't remember all these little stats.
Yeah.
Also, I love how Josh said they're both PPR, so that should help. Like he would consider asking a question like, who scored more points, Travis Kelce in PPR or Tyreek Hill in standard?
That would be great.
So, JL, we're coming to you. You kind of were like mentioning you felt like you had an idea of what this could be.
You want to go? I think I know the first player.
By the way, you get
congratulations.
$1,000 just if you the least amount of money you can bank is $1,000. So if you solve the puzzle, you do get $1,000.
I can't solve it at this moment, so I need a question.
Okay. All right, JL. Who had more fantasy points this week in a PPR league? Who had more fantasy points this week in a PPR league? Was it Christian Kirk or Courtland Sutton?
It was Kirk.
No, it was Courtland Sutton.
Shoot.
He was 23.4 fantasy points. Christian Kirk at 18.5. Simon.
I'm just going to solve. I don't want any questions.
All right,
I'm going to screw it up. Noah Fant has his best game.
That is correct,
Damn.
Simon.
I had the player. I had 3
that
out of
absolutely
6.
Correct.
Nailed it.
I don't think anyone in the chat actually got it, but a couple people said has his best game. So Albert came in and said has his best game. So
there you go. You got the hard part.
I could not figure out what that 4th word was.
His?
That's his.
Now I know it. Now I figured it out. Thank you.
That's a word that people use for males typically, describe, when they, so I digress there. But hey, Noah Fant did have his best game of the season so far. He was the number 1 scoring tight end in fantasy in PPR leagues. I believe probably in standard leagues too. Let me check for you real fast. He was the number 1 tight end in standard leagues so far. Guys, is this a sign of things to come? Is Noah Fant a locked and loaded top 5 tight end? Simon, let me know. What do you think?
Locked and loaded top 5. I don't know, but locked and loaded top 10 for sure. I think he's 6 on the season right now in PPR leagues, which is great for the tight end position. If you don't have Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, you're probably Mark Andrews, man, that list is getting short. You're probably very happy having Noah Fant on your fantasy teams this year. Top 5, I don't know if I can guarantee him as a top 5 guy rest of the season, but top 10 for sure. You're probably going to see more games like this, and then you'll see some games where he gives you 5 fantasy points.
19.7% target share in this offense on the season.
Yeah. Noah Fant's the number 6 tight end currently, but Dawson Knox plays this week, and Dawson Knox is only
he's going to bring
a little bit. Yeah, he's only 1 point behind, so he'll probably be the 7th.
He's going to drop like 3 touchdowns tonight.
Snacks, do you agree or disagree? Can he be a top 5 tight end, or are you more like top 10 for sure?
I'm probably a little more biased because I own him everywhere. So I'll say he could maybe fringe on number 5, but I think I'm more with Simon. It's probably, it's probably top 10. Which is, nothing to like snark at or anything. He's been playing well, and Teddy just seems to find him. So I've always liked his game, and now I'm curious to see what happens when Judy comes back and how much his targets go down a little bit. But he's playing great football, so fire him up. I'll say he finishes 6. He's at 6 now. So it's a real bold prediction. He's just going to stay where he is,
right outside the top 5.
Right outside of it.
I think that's a good call. And speaking, you brought up Jerry Jeudy, and I just saw this come through from Jake. He said he meant Darrell Williams. It might be in that Miles Sanders conversation, but I'm not really sure. But he asked, do you think long-term, do you think Tim Patrick or Jeudy to keep? Because the other I'm going to package. For me, long-term, it's Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
So you would recommend trading away Tim Patrick and packaging.
If that's your plan, Jake, then yeah, I'd keep Jeudy and then I package Tim Patrick.
Yep, I would do the same.
I'm I'm with
He
you
also
as well.
said the Giants. He said Snacks. The Giants make him cry every week.
You and me both, buddy. Maybe we can have a cry session soon because it's starting to get ugly. My eye, like the bags under my eyes are like down on my cheeks every Monday morning. I just lose
They're
sleep
puppy
over
all the
crying so
time.
much.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Laughing.
All right.
Snacks saying like I'm crying at night, and Jalen and I are just like giggling.
Oh man,
We are assholes.
We try our best. So I'm coming in with a question. Now, is Hurts a top 5 quarterback every week? Is Hurts a top 5 quarterback every week?
You got to start him.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, top 5. I'm not positive, but he's gonna get you a bare minimum like 22 points a week, no matter what. I think he completed like 6 passes Thursday, and he scored 25 fantasy points. So,
guys, I gotta go through the list real fast. Kyler Murray, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady. He's not top 5.
No.
Right?
Okay.
But he is an every week starter.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then there's other players I could mention, Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert.
He's QB4 on the season so far.
Yeah, and if we watch these games though, like it's like the fourth quarter, he scores 2 rushing touchdowns like the last 3 weeks.
Right.
Like is
that sustainable?
The way he's doing it. Is it sustainable? It makes me nervous personally. I'm starting Jalen Hurts till further notice every week, but I'm not putting him in my top 5.
Yeah,
he's close though. He's flirting with that line.
Yes. All right, guys, you ready to get on the next puzzle?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I think this is mine.
Give Simon his money.
So Snacks, I think you probably banked the most, or you've like collected the most money so far out of everyone. You just haven't banked.
You just haven't banked any.
Just can't do it.
Give me my money.
So you're doing solid, but
here we go.
Simon's money. You want to now.
All right, Simon got that last one, so we're coming to Snacks first with this one, and we have some former teammates. These are 2 players. They used to be teammates. I'll tell you, last year they were teammates in the NFL. They were together, but they're not anymore. This year they are on different teams. Okay, so you got the Snacks. So we have a first and a last name. Then we have the ampersand, and then a first and a last name.
Yep, gotcha.
Snacks, you ready for your first question?
Lay it on me.
Okay, over the course of the season so far in a PPR league, who has scored more fantasy points? Who has scored more fantasy points over the course of the entire season so far? Is it DeAndre Hopkins or is it Jamar Chase?
I'm going to go Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase is the correct answer. He's the 5th highest scoring wide receiver so far, while DeAndre Hopkins is 13th.
Crazy.
Wild.
Crazy.
Yeah, right?
Nice game yesterday for D-Hop, though. Maybe that's the corner turn he needed.
Great game for D-Hop yesterday, but also not many targets, and Jamar Chase continues to impress.
Yeah, him and Burrow, they literally just picked up where they left off at LSU. It's great.
So, Snacks, what letter would you like?
Side note real quick, I still can't believe they took him
out
over
of the chat,
an offensive lineman. But anyway, all right, let's see. Teammates. Let's go with the letter... I don't know why, but N.
N is in Nancy?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Snacks. There's no N. We are N you.
You followed the RSTLNE protocol. It just didn't work out for you.
Protocol.
Sometimes that does not apply to NFL players' names we have found.
I would like to attempt to solve this.
No way. Okay, go for it. I love it.
Jared Goff and Cooper Kupp.
I had Cooper Kupp. I didn't get Jared Goff yet. Nice job, JL.
That was really impressive. I think you just
no one in the chat said it. No one in the chat said it. No one.
I think you just took my will for the rest of the game.
I'm so sorry, Snacks. I'll give it back.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen.
Holy crap.
Winning is everything, and you're doing a great job at it. So.
What a pool. Good job. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, I'm a little just shocked right now.
It never works. I'm always wrong whenever I try that.
So these guys were teammates last year. They were both on the Los Angeles Rams, and Jared Goff was thrown to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp was a little, he was middle, he was a great fantasy asset, but not a top level receiver by any means. And Jared Goff was a fine quarterback. They're kind of going different directions this year, huh? So guys, do you think Cooper Kupp, let's just focus on Cooper Kupp here, because Jared Goff, I think, was a little bit of a problem, but Matthew Stafford's a great quarterback in his own right. He's definitely an upgrade. Is Cooper Kupp a top 5 wide receiver the rest of the season? Snacks, I'm coming to you with this one, buddy, because I think he is.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
I think top 3, and I wouldn't at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes number 1. He's been that amazing, and you could clearly see that Stafford and his trust it's ridiculous. Their chemistry is off the charts. I know Robert Woods had that game last week against Seattle last Thursday, and everybody's like, "Oh, Kupp still had like 11 targets, so he's always gonna hit that target count." And it always seems to be open. They design plays for him. Absolutely top 5.
It feels like he's the natural. Like if they're not pushing him to throw to anyone specific, he naturally goes to Kupp. And then when they're like, "No, you got to target Woods more because he's complaining or whatever," and then so he did it and it worked. But now that that's no longer the main issue, he just naturally falls back into just
it's crazy. Yep.
It's a narrative.
That
I don't know
is
if
so
that's
high powered. Yeah.
But
and you said it, Snacks. He's top 3 for me as well.
Oh, yeah.
Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp. They're the top 3 receivers for me.
That's how I would go.
You're nodding. You agree?
Yep.
He's top 5 for sure, and I've got no problem with you guys declaring him as a top 3 guy rest of the season. I don't know who else you would put above him.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for Diggs, Hopkins, Jefferson, but I'm not putting them above Kupp.
Yeah, I think we've seen enough after 6 weeks to realize, like, this is not going to slow down. So,
yeah, I'm with you guys. JL, what the hell? I'm still. What?
I locked in on Jared Goff, and then from there I was just like, all right, who was on the Rams last year?
On.
Steve Fitz.
I need a chance to beat him. Me and Snacks need that chance to come back.
Let's give him a chance. Let's move on to the next puzzle, guys. We got a good one here that hopefully JL or Simon can't solve right away.
Mike's saying, Simon, you suiting up Thursday for our Browns? We need some healthy bodies. Yeah, I'll be on the O-line on Thursday night, so just look out for me. All 5'10", 185 pounds of me are going to be standing.
So, guys,
that won't be pretty.
This is a fantasy trade. This is a fantasy trade that I saw go down. Essentially, you can just consider this 2 guys that have pretty similar value in fantasy. Could be the same position, could be cross-positional, but Simon, we're starting with you. What are you thinking here?
I got 2 names that fit that are relatively same value, but I do not have the cojones to go for it.
Do it, little cojones.
Did I go for it? Okay, you know what? I'm going for it.
Did it.
Darren Waller, DeAndre Hopkins.
No.
You know what? I like the balls that you showed there, though, Simon.
I went for the glory.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it, Simon. But Snacks, Simon did not correctly guess it. You are up.
Yeah, I'm not going to guess.
Okay, fair. Good. That would have been pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right,
Not
Snacks,
cool
you ready for
JL,
your question?
I'm ready, baby.
Okay, over the course of the season so far in a PPR league, who has scored more fantasy points over the course of the entire season so far? Is it Mike Evans or is it Chris Godwin?
Really?
I did it to you, man. I did it to you.
Really?
Mike Evans or Chris Godwin, they play on the same team.
I'm
Who has
aware.
more fantasy points.
All right. So since every time I watch a Bucs game, it seems that Mike Evans literally does nothing. I'm going with Godwin.
And I'm sorry, you would be incorrect.
You gotta be kidding me! I'm gonna fact check this one.
Mike Evans has scored 97 points to Chris Godwin's 91, but Chris Godwin's the 21st scoring receiver, and Mike Evans 14.
You dirty boy.
That's surprising to me too, Snacks. I've got Mike Evans on so many fantasy teams, and I would have guessed Chris Godwin
and he
as
just
well.
disappoints me, and I'm like, there's just no way. But wow, okay. All right, fine. You got me. You got me.
Have been a
He said, "All right, fine. You got me."
I love getting people. To be honest with you, that's something that I just get people.
Yeah, I don't blame it. It must feel
a
really
little
good.
throw in. Is Antonia Brown? Where's Antonia Brown fit in? Simon, what do
Above
you think?
all of them, he's number one out of the 3 receivers.
No,
on
he's right in the middle. And this is actually part of the reason I think this is the case is that Antonio Brown is played 1 less game. He's only played in 5 games.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's true.
That
You
makes
missed
sense.
yeah.
He's right in the middle of the 2. But
Sorry, Snacks. Can I interrupt real quick?
Go ahead, interrupt.
Because I was so wrongfully screwed over on that question.
Yeah. That was my fault. That was my fault.
I'm kidding. It took me like a long time to think of this, but I have this weird I always think that somebody looks like somebody in the world. I don't know. I think everybody has a doppelganger. Josh.
Yeah.
Has anybody told you that you look like somebody?
A lot. Yeah, quite often.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right.
It just happened at the gym like 6 days ago. Someone coming up to me, he's like, "Man, hey, I've been meaning to tell you this. I'm sure you saw me look at you a couple times, like all awkwardly. But I just moved here like 6 months ago. That's what he did. I moved here like 6 months ago from North Carolina, and I went to this gym in North Carolina. And I swear to God, I thought you were this one guy. I texted him, and I was like, do you like know people in Maryland? Like, no, but I digress. Go ahead, Snacks.
No, I don't. I'm sure. I think you know him. He's on ESPN. I see Tony Reale. I don't know.
Hey, it might be Tony Reale. Tony Reale's a good-looking dude,
handsome guy, very handsome guy. I don't know if it's like the hair. It's like up here.
Probably.
Maybe it is the suit that's really throwing me off. I'm like, who is it? What's his name? So when JL was guessing Jared Goff and Cooper Kupp and probably cheating, I was on Google. I'm like, what?
Why you gotta throw that at me?
Well, I obviously didn't cheat, JL. He was one of us. So,
well, thank you. I definitely take that as a compliment.
I think it's a good one.
It's also probably partially he's the host of Around the Horn, right?
Am I correct
there? I'm hosting right now. I'm kind of guiding you along.
Okay.
So maybe
it's got to be a combo of everything.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure he came to the restaurant like right near my house like a year or two ago, and Maria was the hostess there. I'm pretty sure she had to sit him. So it's very possible that Josh and Tony are the same guy.
Yeah, we are.
True.
Yeah, we are.
JL, we're coming to you. You ready for your question? I'm assuming you can't solve this.
I cannot solve this now.
All right, fair enough. All right. So JL, you ready for your question?
Yes, sir.
Who has more fantasy points over the course of the season in a PPR league? Is it James Conner or Chase Edmonds?
Edmonds.
Edmonds is the correct answer. It's a PPR league, and that's why he's doing it, huh? JL, what letter would you like?
Give me a D. Give me the D, Josh. I want the D.
I will give you the
D. Oh no.
And you're. I'm sorry.
JL?
Excuse me. This is still.
JL? Calm down. It's okay, Simon. Simon's over there like, my answer works still.
I'll buy a vowel.
All right, what vowel?
An A?
Yeah, well, I gave you the first one. It's looking like. Yep. There we go.
You have 3 A's. You're going to lose your $300. Would you like to buy an vowel or go into the next question here?
I need another question.
The man needs another question. All right, JL. Over the course of the season so far, who has more fantasy points? Is it Tim Patrick or is it Devonta Smith?
Smith.
I'm sorry, it's Tim Patrick.
Oh.
Tim Patrick's the 29th highest scoring wide receiver so far this season, while Devonta Smith's 38th. 38th. It's crazy, right? That blew my mind. Sorry, Simon, we're coming to you, though. You get another chance here. You want another question?
Well, no, I assume the first name is the one I said, but I need a question to figure out that second guy.
Hey, I don't know. Who knows? You know?
I know it.
Are you ready for your question?
I'm ready.
Over the course of the season so far, who has more PPR fantasy points? Is it Jacoby Myers or is it Jalen Waddle?
Ooh, Waddle had a big week. Myers just getting more. I'll go Waddle.
Waddle is the correct answer. He's the 25th highest scoring wide receiver. Simon, what letter would you like?
Okay, here we go. There's one that I know is up there. Give me the R.
I figured you would go with the R here.
Oh, I was hoping for something in the second name. I guess I need another question.
The man wants another question. All right, Simon. Over the course of the season so far in a PPR league, we're staying in the same category. Who has more fantasy points? Is it Darnell Mooney or is it Hunter Renfrow?
Renfrow.
That's a great question.
Renfrow is the correct answer. Simon, what letter would you like?
Give me an L.
Taking an L.
Let's get some more money in there.
There are 2 L's, Simon.
And I would like to buy a vowel. I'll take an E.
There are 3 E's.
I'll buy another vowel, an O.
Come on.
What the heck?
Come on.
Simon's on the struggle bus over here.
To solve this puzzle.
Go ahead.
Darren Waller, Deontay Johnson.
Son of a...
That is the correct answer. And Snacks cannot catch a break. He is playing the game well, but man, these guys are just solving the puzzles over here.
You know what? I'm starting to think that I'm being cheated.
He's like, you guys are all laughing, but you're actually cheating me. He's like, I'm serious.
Yeah,
he's like, expect a letter.
Too much.
We're gonna all get personally signed letters in the mail, handwritten from Snacks with the blood prints at the bottom.
I don't like you guys. Sign Snacks.
You ever ask me to be on this show again? I'm saying no.
Scott said, "Woo, woo, woo, Simon."
Woo, woo, woo. Hey, guys, I don't know. We might be able to squeeze one more in. We had 2 minutes.
One more.
Let's
one more puzzle.
One more. Yeah, rapid fire, man. One more. I need this. Right. I need this. Let's go.
All right, so let's do this puzzle then. Yeah, let's just do that one.
Just looking at double Z is killing me.
0-0.
We have NFL teammates. These are currently teammates. Currently teammates.
Mute your microphone, JL.
Yes, sir.
But hey, guys, we're just gonna get into it. Snacks, we're coming to you first with this one. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Over the course of the season so far, who has scored more fantasy points? Is it DJ Moore or is it Terry McLaurin? Yeah, I know. I'm not making it easy on you, man.
No,
I'm not making it easy on you.
You're not. But I respect it.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
All right.
Oh my God.
I own the guy nowhere, so I can't pick Terry. I'm gonna go DJ.
DJ Moore is correct. He is the correct answer. He is the number 9 highest scoring wide receiver so far. What letter would you like?
S. Why would I pick S?
You take the S? You said S.
Yeah, give me the S. Oh, okay.
Hey,
Playing it all along. Never doubt it.
All right, Snacks. You can buy a vowel, or we can
give me an A.
Question. He's buying an A. There are 3 A's.
Rules out the window.
Rules out the window. I got to win this one.
You can buy another vowel, or we can move on to another question.
Give me a question. Please.
The man wants a question. Oh, no, I do. Thank you for your courtesy. I do appreciate it. Who has scored more fantasy points over the course of the season so far? Is it Tony Pollard or is it Miles Sanders?
Oh, gross.
Well, I hate both of them because I hate the Eagles and Cowboys, so I don't pay attention.
Well, hey.
I feel like Tony Pollard's had some big games even back in I'm going to go Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard is the correct answer. He's the 19th highest scoring running back so far this season. Wow. What letter would you like?
Oh, God,
the right one.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Why do I think there's gonna be an H after that S? But H is such a stupid letter.
It is.
Your call.
This is so bad.
Forwards and backwards.
All right. I know. I gotta hurry.
We need a letter.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the gut. Give me an H.
He's taking the H, and there is an H after that. So, Snacks, I gotta remind you, if you get the next question correct and you get the letter, you will get a chance to guess the puzzle. But that's all you'll get. So, do you want to buy a vowel?
Not Scott. It's not fish, Scott.
I should know this. All right. Let me buy a vowel. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. All right. I think I know it. I'm gonna buy the O. I'm gonna buy an O. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I know that.
So Snacks. Yeah, there's some game theory still involved here. Do you want a question here?
This is one of the most difficult decisions I've ever made in my life.
I get it.
I'm not even kidding.
I get it.
Like I had to pick where I wanted to go to college, everything like this. This is more difficult. How do I not know this? Obviously I know what the son of a. All right.
Bosch Baybubs, I think, is the bottom one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think so?
Bosch Baybubs.
All right. It's current NFL teammates or former teammates.
No, current.
Current.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Wait. I think I know it.
You got the Snacks.
Do you want another question?
No, I think I got it. I mean, it's the only one that it could be. I just remember who
Lay it on us. Lay it on
whose
us.
backfield mate is.
You can go ahead and solve.
Kenyon Drake and Josh Jacobs.
That is
Nailed
it. You got
That is
it.
the correct answer.
Nice.
See what I did there?
Wire
How long
to
I paused
wire.
so I could think.
Yes. Yes, that did not escape.
Strategically.
It did not escape any of us.
Unfortunately, that is not going to give you enough points to get ahead. But hey, you're leaving here
You're
with
not
$1,000.
no more
we had a
double
good
zero.
time.
No more zero. Big. Needed it.
Honestly, Snacks, you played the game extraordinarily well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just
Thank
the
you.
letters
I
didn't
answered a
follow
lot of
your
questions. You know,
Yeah,
You
the
did,
letters
you
did
did.
not follow your direction.
couldn't solve the puzzles.
And Z2
I'm
saying Snacks
impressed.
needs his wine cup right about now.
Oh, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding.
And then we had a couple people in here get it correctly. Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs from Z2. Jay also got it. Craig came in here and got it. Craig was last on this one over here. But nice job solving that puzzle, Snacks. And Snacks, thank you so much
Simon
for coming
won, by
on
the
today,
way.
my man.
That wasn't mentioned. Good job, Simon. Good job, Simon.
Thank you. Everyone cheer for Simon. Everyone cheer. I'm just guys, if you are not already following Snacks on Twitter, go and follow him right now. He's on Twitter at snacks_BDGE. And you haven't checked out his show, Fade the Public, make sure you go and watch that.
It's an excellent show.
It is such an excellent show.
Thank
One
you,
of my
guys.
favorites in the
Thank you,
space.
guys.
Snacks, thanks for making the time to come on today.
I truly appreciate coming on, and I appreciate you guys having me. That was a lot of fun. And now I can go be miserable for the rest of the day because I lost, and I hate losing. I'm gonna think about all these puzzles, and I'm gonna wallow in self-pity.
Take solace in the fact that you really made Simon's day. You know, you made someone's
thank
day.
you.
That's fair. That's fair. I didn't want to tell him. You know, maybe I was gonna tell him like off
You
the
did
air
on
when
purpose.
people aren't watching.
We
I let him win.
you
Let him win.
Yeah.
I know.
Good
I
guy,
know.
Snacks. Good guy.
Sometimes I do the same thing for Simon. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to. So you start your Monday off with a good deed, you can have a good week.
Yeah.
Karma.
Exactly.
Karma,
Trading
that's
makes
it.
fantasy fun too.
Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
And Jake, you're saying Snacks got his daily workout. Yeah, he was jumping around in this game. Absolutely got his daily workout. Fantasy Futurist, and you're saying another banger. Thank you so much. And everyone watching, if you have not done so already after watching this whole show, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel at Front Yard Fantasy. It's the best way to make sure you don't miss awesome content like this. And whenever Snacks comes back, if you'll ever grace us with his presence again, you'll find out about it that way. Guys, that is it for us today, though. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time playing some more games, so make sure to tune in then. Until then, we are out of here, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you later.